Today I want to talk about the opportunity of YouTube. Whether you want to make 1,000 more a month, 5,000 more a month, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, YouTube is a great place to build. If you can build an audience, which is not anywhere as overwhelming as you might think it is, then you have monetization opportunities. In this video, I'm going to tell you really simply the equipment that I use, the location that I chose to make my videos, the cadence of how much and when I'm making my videos, what equipment I'm using, I don't know if I said that already, and the monetization that I'm doing, how I'm making money off of that, so that maybe you can get inspired for something that you could do for yourself. First, building an audience. You build an audience by talking about what you love, by sharing what you love. It could be general stories. It could be challenges you overcome. It could be tips and tricks to do something other people want to learn from you, whether that's cooking recipes in your kitchen, organic gardening, parenting, marriages, dating, relationship advice, beauty, fashion, DIY, travel, anything that you do. If you can show up and talk about it for 20 to 30 minutes at a time, 2 times per week, you have a channel. Okay, so you got to figure out what that is. I could start multiple channels. There's a lot I could talk about. I mean, I'll give you an example. Genealogy. I love genealogy. I love ancestry. I love DNA. I love the family tree thing. I think if I fully retired ever and didn't want to talk about digital marketing, I'd talk about genealogy. Is there a big audience for that? I don't know. Not anywhere near probably the other things that I've done, but does it have to be massive? Maybe not. How would I monetize it? I'm not worried about it right now. You build based on what you love. Now, this channel, I talk about digital marketing because it's what I love and it's what I do every single day. I make about $300,000 a year doing digital marketing. Now, no, that's not millions. There are people making so much more than me. I interviewed a woman this morning on my Blueprint coaching program that's making $90,000 a month on her new membership site, and that's not including her real estate business or her affiliate business or the other things that she does. So sometimes when I hear other people's numbers, my $300,000 a year sounds very small. And I do think it's likely it'll grow to probably $500,000, but I don't think it'll probably ever grow much more beyond that. Well, it could, gosh, especially based on that interview I just did. I don't want to hustle anymore. I'm 54 years old and divorced, empty nester. My kids are grown, and I kind of just want an easy life at this point. I want to have fun. I want to travel. I don't want to have to be somewhere at a certain time with clients and whatnot. So this is the life I choose. So for me, I'm going to, even if something could be more, it depends on what it requires of me, where I'm going to do that. So I make that money on YouTube and on Pinterest and in my coaching program and with affiliate income and with TikTok Shop and with Amazon Influencer, but my daily flow is super, super easy. I will talk about that, what that flow looks like in another video, maybe the other one for this week. But getting back to building an audience for YouTube, that's how I would advise you. What can you talk about that's consistent, a specific niche? And I'm going to take back the word niche. Interest. We need to stop talking about niches and start talking about interest. What is an interest that an audience would be interested in that you could show up and talk about twice per week that same audience would be interested in? For example, it could be home and garden. Maybe it's crafting. Twice a week, I'm going to show up and make a craft. Maybe it's books. You want to talk about books that you've read twice a week for 20 minutes. Whatever. Maybe you're retiring and you want to talk about the retirement life. Maybe you travel. You want to talk about the travel life. Anything. Think about what you can show up for. So this one, I love digital marketing, so that's what I chose. Now, location of my video, I have chosen this room for a very specific reason. If there's friction, you will hear me say this word a lot. I don't like friction. Friction is anything that comes between me and where I want to be. and it's like sandpaper. I have to move, I have to shake, I have to get frustrated. There's some sort of friction. Something has to move for me to get to that other point. If there's friction, I won't do it anymore. I'm just kind of like, nah, I don't mess. So I knew YouTube was the most important thing I could do. And I've got the proof to show why. And I wanted to show up twice per week. And so I had to remove the friction. So the first thing I did was I found one room that is a no-brainer. I can sit, it's a big, beautiful window. It's my dining room. There's a big, gorgeous window, so I'm going to get light in the whole time. And I just put up a little $30 tripod that my phone is sitting on. That's my camera. My phone is in cinematic mode. I'm just using the regular video, but in cinematic mode. And there's a little ring light on top of that. It's a tabletop ring light. That's all it is. Super, super easy. Then I did invest in this cute little wireless microphone. There's two of them in case I have somebody with me, which I've done occasionally from time to time. And it just pops on here with a magnet or clips on, and the other piece pops at the end of my phone. Boom. 5 minutes. Like, as long as I'm set up and ready to go, I pop in here 5 minutes. And the other thing I love is there's no bulky equipment sitting around. After I'm done, I put that little tripod behind the table. Nobody sees it. If I'm entertaining for any reason or something, I can put it in a closet. It's so easy. I did invest in a big camera, like a Sony whatever, $1,000 camera. And while I will say that I probably looked a little softer, there's no beauty filters or anything on this. That one did have some sort of a built-in softener thing. I didn't want to use it. I didn't like that I had to take it out and then plug it into my computer, pop out the card. I just wanted to use my phone. It was so much easier. I edit my video in CapCut on my phone. As soon as I'm done, I upload it to CapCut and it's there waiting for me to whenever I want to mess with it. Then I just pick a scene from the video. That's my thumbnail. At the very end, I'm always kind of just doing, or I'll add a couple shots of me like doing this or like this to the same video so I could use that. And CapCut allows me just to pick a scene, or I can upload a video or a photo, and then I choose the text, same font every time right now, and I put in whatever I want to go on the text on screen. I edit out a little bit of the beginning of the video, a little bit of the end of the video, and then I don't edit anything else out of the middle unless I absolutely have to. Like the other day, I kind of had a cat allergy attack while my cat was sitting up here, and I was like, I really need to get that part out of there. But normally I don't. I try not to edit. Okay, now the next thing is the format. What is the format of my videos going to be? If you know this about your channel, it will make everything else so much easier. So I decided the format is going to be based on, this is what I did and this is how I did it. This is what I did and this is how I did it. Or why I did it. So I think one of my biggest videos is why I don't hire employees anymore. And I'll probably make that a video again coming up soon because I think it's still very relevant. But most of my videos are, I made $10,000 on YouTube and this is how I did it. Or I made $1,000 selling ebooks and this is how I did it. Specific win, here's the strategy. Here's the win, here's the strategy. That works for me. I don't have to come up with all these super clever ideas. I just share what's already working. This is what I'm doing, okay? That's my format. The girl I was interviewing this morning that I said made $90,000 per month with her program. She gave us 4 content pillars. Her name is Amanda Albright. I'll see if I can remember to put a link to her. She's a real estate agent. She coaches real estate agents, okay? But she's still doing this killer stuff with digital marketing. But she has 4 pillars to her content. One is educate. One is inspire. These are like the 4: educate, inspire, entertain, and promote. So she's kind of got, those are the 4 styles of her videos that she's going to make. Mine's just this one for this channel. That's it. I did this and this is how or why. I did this and this is how or why. That's just works for me very well. For my other channel, that's more of a lifestyle channel, it's more product reviews, travel, being a woman over 55. That one's got some different formats that I'm testing. But when you know how you're going to show up, it's going to make it so much easier. Where are you going to show up? What equipment are you going to use? And what's your format? Then who are you talking to? So for me, I'm very clear that my audience is primarily over 40, much older for the most part, but let's just say over 40, and they want to make more money online. They either want to retire or they want to pick up this, they already are retired and want to pick up a side hustle, or they're future casting. Like, I don't want to hustle so hard so much. And I hear Lori say she doesn't have to hustle so hard so much. And I kind of want to get there. And so that's my audience. So that's really specifically who I'm talking to and whose problems I'm trying to solve. And when you know that, it's very easy to come up with topics that are going to be interesting to that audience. Okay. So twice per week, 20 minutes to 30 minutes, usually for me, with the phone horizontal. That's my cadence for my long form content. Long form, anything over 3 minutes on YouTube is considered long form. My goal is about the 20 to 30 mark. Now I take the long form content and I use software to make it shorts, to take little clips of me saying what I'm saying now and giving these tips and make it short form content. The biggest difference is short form generates interest in your channel. Long form generates customers. Long form generates builds a tribe, like Seth Godin's book Tribes, builds a loyal audience that wants to see what you do. That's the two biggest difference. I like them both. They both have a place. The money really comes from the long form, but the way that the short form generates new interest in your channel is also very valuable. There's some debate on whether or not you should have your short forms on a separate channel than your long form. I have mine both blended in here, and that's just working for me very well. I like this cadence and this balance. So once I chop up my videos, one 20-minute video is going to give me 12 to 15 shorts usually when I'm talking like this, because everything I'm saying, I'm giving these little punchy tips that make it really good for that. And the software I use, I'll put it below. It also has text overlays, captions, and things like that. Okay, so there's that little rhythm. Now, how do I monetize it? The first step is with ad revenue. So I'm not going to go super beginner level on you. You can go look this stuff up. But basically, ad revenue is when the ads run on our channel, we get a piece of it. Okay, YouTube gives us a piece of it through Google AdSense. So you'll have an account. You'll get paid on the 20th or 21st of every month if you're in the States. And that's just how that works. It could be a nice little $1,000 side hustle. It could be a six-figure income. There are people making six figures in the ad revenue space. Just depends on the space that you're in. There's different ad rates based on your niche, based on your audience, based on the age group and the location of your audience, or the income-ish of your audience. Like if you're making a video for kids, you're not going to make so much money. But if you're making a video to people that have money and spend money, and you're going to make more money on that ad revenue. That's just kind of a quick rule of thumb. And it does fluctuate up and down, like with the stock market, with the seasonality. Fourth quarter is really hot, first quarter is really bad, kind of natural rhythm, ebb and flow. But it is something you can kind of bank on once you get a nice cadence with your YouTube channel and you've got some regular followers showing up and watching the videos. And you don't even have to get 20,000 views on your video to make money. Okay, so don't think like you have to go viral to make money. It can be a nice little steady paycheck. Then the next, starting from day one, when you make a video, in the description box of your YouTube video, you can put links to whatever you want in there. You could do affiliate links if you're promoting products and you have Amazon. You could, or you're making a travel video and you've got an affiliate relationship with Royal Caribbean or Booking.com or Cruises.com or whatever. You could put links in there. You could put links to your own products and services. You could sell digital products on there. You could have a free a guide of some sort that you link people to. You can do any of that in your description box. You really can monetize it yourself from the very moment you start using YouTube. But YouTube has its own monetization programs that are very nice, starting with that ad revenue. Now there are thresholds you'll have to work your way up to. First one is like 1,000 or 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 or 5,000 hours of watch time, something like that. Don't quote me. So at first, all you're going to focus on is your cadence. Let me show up and make the videos. Let me get the subscribers before I worry about the monetization. I tell people, if you're thinking about monetization before you've made your first few videos, you're cart before the horse. Get the content going before. But listening to somebody like me, at least you can see to what end. This is where I'm going. This is where my focus is going to be. This is what my aim and my goal is for my channel. Okay. Now, as you start unlocking those opportunities with YouTube monetization, you're going to have the ability to sell memberships right within your program. You'll have the ability to link a store, a Shopify store or fourth wall store. You can sell coffee mugs and t-shirts and merch. Now, one thing I love doing is selling ebooks. That's how I monetize with YouTube. So there is a platform, and I'll put the link below to Fourth Wall, that actually links to YouTube. No cost for this website. They take, I think it's, somebody said 3%. I thought it was 5%. I really need to go look it up myself. They take a small percentage of all of your sales with no other costs, and you build this little website. When I say build, that is really barely build. It gives you a spot for a paragraph. Like there's no, it's not WordPress. It's easy. It's going to be real quick and easy. And then as you create your products, whether it's a t-shirt or a coffee mug, they have print on demand service and everything right in there. I'm doing digital products right now. Ebooks for me, then it links to YouTube shopping once you qualify for the YouTube shopping opportunity, which I think is 10,000 subscribers. And you'll be surprised how quick you can get there if you have a video pop off. If you tell a good story, YouTube's really pushing out the new creators. So don't get caught up in those numbers. Like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there. Don't think like that. Create good content, tell stories. People love to watch that type of content. Anyway, or educational, informative, or entertaining in some sort of way. And then you can launch your memberships. You can link ebooks. YouTube also has an affiliate program where you can promote all kinds of beauty, fashion, home rebuilds, home and garden, DIY, camping stuff. It doesn't matter. There's so much in there, so much opportunity in there. You could fix your car parts. I mean, it's absolutely incredible what you can link to. So that is an opportunity for those that might want to do more fashion or beauty or share what you're wearing. So I have that cat hair on my nose today. I'm trying to get out of there. He was just up here. I have a little tiny allergy to cats, and I have 2 cats. It's hilarious. Anyway, so that ebook business, oh my gosh, one of the things I'm most excited about right now. I really did not know that was still a thing until about 6 months ago. I wrote ebooks back in the day for like free lead magnets when I was in the real estate industry, and mostly teaching real estate agents how to generate leads through their websites and how to build WordPress websites. And then as I moved into this more affiliate marketing space, this digital marketing space, I kind of stopped doing it. And then I saw somebody that said she made $200,000 in a month selling ebooks, and I was like, you did what? I was very, very surprised. So I thought, I'll dabble. Let me just go see. So I wrote 1 ebook and I uploaded it to the Fourth Wall store. I built it all, built the website, put it all up in one day. I linked it to YouTube, and I'll be darned if I didn't make a sale the same day. And I was like, wow, here I am just grinding, building these courses for everybody and trying to keep them all updated when ebooks are still that big of a thing. And what's nice about ebooks is they're kind of a bridge between just watching the YouTube videos and diving into my monthly coaching program where they learn how to do digital marketing. This is kind of a middle space. So they've met me through the videos. Now they make their first small investment to buy an ebook. They like what they're getting out of the ebook. Then they come over to coaching. It's nice. It's a nice little flow. I really like this. I'm really loving it, to tell you the truth. I'm loving the whole flow. I'm loving the ebooks. I'm going to start doing more on Instagram with the ebooks and TikTok next, because now that I know it works so well, and it's just growing so incredibly fast. I mean, it feels like it's only been 6 months, and I remember how excited I was when I got to $200 or $300, and then I got to $1,000, and now I'm about to $1,500 a month. It's just going so fast now. So I'm like, wow, now I see how she made $200,000 in a month. Although hers is really pushed with ad revenue, this one particular person, mine's all organic, I can still see how you could get to big numbers with the ebooks. So another way I monetize my YouTube channel is with affiliate income. So that would be the links that you see in the description box. When I talk about software, like the software that takes my long form videos into short form videos, I pay for those software. They're software I actually use. Nobody's paying me to mention them. It's not like that. It's not a brand deal or sponsorship. But as a byproduct of me talking about the software that I'm already using, they give me an affiliate link. And then I earn a commission off of if somebody goes through and makes a purchase. It doesn't cost them any extra. I always disclose that they're affiliate links, and I'm unattached. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. But here's the links if you want to go explore. And that is 6 figures for me alone. That software affiliate space. And so I'm very passionate about that space as well. And that is a great way to monetize it. Whether you're putting in Amazon links in your description box, or you're using YouTube affiliate, or you have links through affiliate networks, they call them, where somebody else is managing those affiliate links for that person. Let me know if you want to know more about that. I'm happy to make a video where I specifically talk about software affiliates. But that's another way that I monetize it. And the YouTube shopping affiliate network I am using on another channel that I monetize, where I mostly do product reviews on that channel. And there's going to be more. I have not launched the membership opportunity, even though YouTube is heavily pushing that right now, because I have my own coaching program, my own platform that I'm using for all of that. And I'm driving people over there, and I don't have to split any of the cost. So I can't find a reason why, but I think for people that are just building their YouTube channel and they just reach that threshold where they could qualify to open a membership, it's a good way to test the market. Do I have what people want? Are they willing to sign up and pay? You kind of can get all the kinks out there, and then figure out if you want to go invest in your own system. Because when you go build your own system, like in my coaching program, I've packed it full of resources. There's videos, there's AI prompts, there's my SOPs, tutorials, guides, all this in there. That means maintenance for me. That means I've got to go in there and keep things updated, and I've got all of my coaching call playback. So after I do a coaching call, I've got to go download that video, upload it to YouTube. I do takeaways, kind of like a lesson, and those are all in there. So that's where on YouTube, I think more of that's built in, just, hey, everybody sign up and we're going to live stream once a month, or whatever your perks might be. So it's worth exploring. Bottom line is YouTube is still a massive opportunity. It is not oversaturated. They do love newbies and newcomers. And the biggest thing is you just have to be super consistent, which means whatever your cadence is, keep it. So I batch my 2 calls for the week. So after I make my 2 videos, after I finish this video, I'm going to make my second one. Then I'm a week ahead, and I do quick little edits. I upload them to YouTube, and I schedule them to go live on Tuesday and Friday. I think I'm doing right now. I'm testing my audience, but I think they're Tuesday and Friday. And that takes all the pressure out of it. One week I didn't show up because I actually went and got it doesn't matter. I didn't feel good for a few days after a doctor's appointment, and I hadn't batched my videos, and I didn't make them. And man, did I see things dive. So you really do have to be consistent. And you also have to be consistent about the message, the interest. So if you're going to do a whole video on gardening, then don't also show everybody how you just fixed up your new classic car in the garage. It'll be a miss. So unless you know that audience would be interested in the same things, like you can assume that somebody who's interested in fashion might also be interested in beauty. They might also be interested in hairstyles. Those would kind of be natural crossovers. If my audience is women over 55, they might like to talk about fitness. They might be interested in health. They might be interested in beauty and fashion. They might be interested in travel. It might be okay to kind of build a lifestyle channel around all those things, because these women would probably be interested in all those things. But if you throw something in there, like for example, if I threw a genealogy lesson at you guys right now, I'd lose a bunch of you. The video wouldn't do well because you're not here to learn about genealogy. You want to make money. And so you have to know your audience. So be consistent in your messaging and the type of videos, and be consistent in how often you post. Engage with your audience. When they comment on your video, engage with them back. You want to kind of be building this community so they know that you care, that they're there, so they'll come back and they'll stay. And most of the time, once somebody discovers you, they'll binge watch 2, 3, 4 videos, which creates even more bonding, more of a relationship, more loyalty, and it's really good for you and your brand and for making money. If you do those things, there's a really good chance you could do well on YouTube. If you like this style of coaching, my name is Lori Ballen. I do have a coaching group, ballenblueprint.com. All my ebooks are below, and it was great to speak with you today.